Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to talk on a topic that is very close to my heart, and I really want to share this with you guys because I think that this is very important. Before I start, I just want to say thank you for my new subscribers and all those of you who came over from the group and watched my videos and stuff like that. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. So the topic I'm talking about is your mind and being able to control your mind. Now, your mind is your biggest asset. Like, the human mind is a literal gold mine. You can achieve anything in this world. You can manifest anything in this world through your mind and your subconsciousness. And the thing is, for many decades and centuries, our school system and our religious system and our governments have been on an all-out war on the human mind. Now, if you don't have control of your mind, just know that someone else is going to have control of your mind. So you're going to say, who is controlling my mind? Number one, the school system is designed to make you learn, take in information, and just regurgitate. They don't allow you to think critically. They don't allow you to actually come up with your own ideas and to actually use your mind for what it was designed and created for. Right? The school system is designed for you to go to school, learn, regurgitate information, and then when you graduate, you're basically an employee. Right? Now, there are some schools that they prepare you for the world of business and being able to become successful, but those are the prestigious schools where the elite send their kids to. So the regular person like myself, we don't have access to that type of education. We have access to the basic education that teaches you to just conform to what they want you to learn and basically come out as an employee when you're finished with the school system. The religious system is designed to inflict fear. Now, fear is the biggest weapon that anyone can use to control another human being. If your mind is filled with fear, like fear of hell, fear of the devil, fear of condemnation, then the religious system is technically controlling your mind, because whatever they tell you to do, because of that fear, you're going to do it. The government is another organization that really likes to control your mind. So these like food stamp, all these handouts, universal basic income, and all these different things, these are methods of trying to control you, because they want you to be dependent on them. Basically, if you're dependent on them, then they have control over you, right? And then we have like the television, news media, advertising media. They're all there to control your mind. So when you look at the news and you think, oh, this bad thing is happening, this, they're actually triggering certain emotions in your body that is going to make you feel fear, feel anxiety, and whatever, and it's going to make you literally become sheep-like. So you thinking that you're watching the news and it's helping you, it's actually not. It's actually controlling you. And for those of you who know marketing, these advertising campaigns and stuff is designed to control you and influence your subconscious mind so that they can have control over your buying and spending power. Let's get that out of the way one time. So you're going to say, Crystal, what do I do? How do I get control of my own mind? Firstly, I would tell you, be very vigilant of the information that you consume on a daily basis. What are you listening to on the radio? What are you looking at on the television? What are you scrolling on Facebook and Instagram and all these social media ads? What are you looking at, right? Remember, this information is going to be triggering some type of reaction from you, whether it's fear, it's anxiety, it's worry, it's jealousy, it's anger, whatever emotion that you're getting from it, that is what your mind is consuming, and you're going to create that. So how do you create with your mind? When you think certain thoughts, those thoughts actually help create the reality that you live in. If you sit down and you look at your life right now, like really look at your life, take a critical look at your life, If you're in a stressed out position, if you're dealing with people taking advantage of you, if you're dealing with jealous friends, if you're dealing with stress in the workplace, look at all those things. And now look at yourself and ask yourself, what are your dominant thoughts on a daily basis? Are you constantly complaining in your head about your job? Are you constantly complaining in your head about people taking advantage of you, or this never going your way, or that not going your way? Or maybe lack, maybe you're in a state of poverty and you don't have enough food or money. What are your dominant thoughts? Are you constantly worried, oh, I don't have no money, where am I going to get this money? Oh, I need this, I don't have the money to buy it. Like, if these are your dominant thoughts, you are actually creating more of those situations in your life, because that is what your subconscious mind feeds on and brings back to you in the form of the reality that you're living in. So if you want to change your situation or your circumstance in life, you have to change the thoughts that you're carrying on in your head, the inner conversation, according to Neville Goddard, right? So you have to say, okay, what am I thinking about? Am I thinking about things that are good, things that are lovely? Am I thinking about things that I actually want to see manifest in my life? Or am I thinking about things that I don't want? For those of you that know The Secret, the movie or the book, they talk about, sending out these vibrations. So if you're sending out negative vibrations constantly, you're going to constantly be attracting back these negative vibrations. So if you want something good to happen to you, you have to, number one, you have to visualize. Visualization is the process where you keep a mental image of the thing that you want in your mind. And you have to not just think of it as wishful thinking or daydreaming. You have to see yourself in that vision. Like, don't look at yourself like if you're looking at yourself in a movie. You have to be present in that vision. So when you're visualizing, like, let's say you close your eyes right now. Let's do just a simple test. Close your eyes right now and visualize a beach. So can you see the water? Let's say you're standing on the sand. The sky is blue. The sun is shining bright. If I were to say, can you feel the sun on your skin? Can you feel the heat of the sun on your skin? Would you be able to feel it? If I say, walk 2 steps forward and let the water touch your feet, can you feel the water actually touching your feet? Can you feel your feet in the sand? Were you able to visualize that and actually experience what I just said? If you were able to do that, then that is what visualization is. You have to put yourself in the place that you want to be and act and feel the emotions, feel the environment of being in that place. Now, when you do this, your body, your subconscious cannot tell the difference between reality and visualization. So because your subconscious cannot tell the difference, your subconscious now is going to go to work to try to create this situation for you. Because in your subconscious mind is saying, but okay, I'm feeling the water, I'm at the beach, the sun is stinging my skin, but I don't have this in my archive, so I need to create this. So when you visualize, but you have to, aside from feeling the feelings and stuff, you have to put emotion into it, and you have to actually believe it. So you do this enough time, like you try visualizing every night before you go to bed or even before you start your day, and put yourself in the place and the situation that you want to be, and this is going to help you to manifest that into your life. And another thing with your inner conversation, so I remember from my personal experience, I was working at this place, and myself and one of the boss never got along at all. And I remember, like, I used to argue with him mentally. Like, before I even go to work, at night when I came home from work, I'd be like, oh, I can't stand this man. And in my head, I'll be like fighting with him in my head. And then I'll go to work the next day and it's just going to be miserable. I'm going to definitely have some type of confrontation with this guy. And I remember listening to Neville Goddard, and he talked about the inner conversations and your mental diet. And I realized that I was actually creating this uncomfortable situation on work, because every night and every day I would be visualizing and like having this conversation of me fighting with my boss. So every time I do that and I go to work, it's actually playing out in real life for me. So what I did now is that I changed that conversation and I started to think positively, and I started to like visualize or have conversation in my head where myself and this boss was actually getting along. And I kid you not, within the space of about 2 weeks of doing this, the situational work had a complete 360 or 180, whatever they call it. I don't know. And myself and this boss, to this day, we get along. And he's such a really nice man. And the funny thing is, I don't even remember what the hell I used to be so mad at the guy for. But you know, the situation will change completely. We started to get along. I started to enjoy myself at work more. And that's when I really started to really pay attention to my thoughts and the conversation that I'm having. Because when you have a fight in your head and you think, oh, it's just in your mind because you're fighting with this person, but it's in your head, you're not face to face, you're actually creating a situation that's going to play out in the future. It might happen in an hour, it might happen in a week, in a day, whatever. It's going to happen because you're creating it, especially when you put emotions and feelings into it. Right? So it's very important that you pay attention to the thoughts and the conversation that you're having in your mind. Because your mind is a gold mine, like I said, it creates your reality. If you want to change your situation, you're in a shitty situation and you're fed up and you just want to change it, start thinking good thoughts. Put yourself in a place that you want to be and start having conversations in your head from that space. So let's say it's your family and you and your family don't get along. Can you visualize a situation where you and your family actually get along? Can you visualize or even have in a conversation of you and your family actually getting along and having a good laugh and enjoying each other's company? If you can do that and you believe in that and you keep doing it over and over a period of time, your whole situation with your family is going to turn around and you're going to realize that you and your family actually get along. And that's how powerful your mind is. And that's why these organizations or these entities, they don't want you to know how powerful your mind is. Like if I go back to the last video I did, for those of you that saw it, I spoke about, you know, Hollywood and these movies that they're making you, they actually don't want you to visualize. They don't want you to use your mind. And it's so funny that people are so programmed to not even use their mind. They're programmed to rely on other people. They're programmed to rely on someone else, you know, to use their mind for you. In Napoleon Hill's book, he called them, Outwitting the Devil, he called them drifters. So people who are drifters, they don't use their own mind. They rely on other people. The other people advise other people to think for them instead of thinking for themselves. Because when you think for yourself, you can actually create and you can actually change your situation, your circumstances in your life. But if you're allowing your mind to run away from you and just run away with all these negative thoughts of fear, jealousy, doubt, anger, then you're going to create all of these things in your life. You're going to create miserable situations in your life and you're not going to be happy because you're allowing your mind to run away from you and just create whatever it wants to create, and you're not controlling it. Remember, you are in control of your mind. Your mind doesn't control you. You actually can control your mind. If your mind is controlling you, something is wrong. It's like the carriage driving the horse. That makes no sense. A horse is supposed to pull the carriage, but if the carriage is pulling the horse, can't you see something's wrong with that situation? And it's the same with your mind. If your mind is controlling you, something is terribly wrong and you need to fix it and work on that. So I don't want to go on too long. I'm not sure how long I've been here. I try to keep my videos a bit short, but I hope that I was able to get my point across. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I look forward to the next video. Thank you guys so much. Don't forget to give my video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. And I look forward to seeing you guys again in my next video. Bye.